Hi there, it's me again. Right, so I'm going to do at the end of this video, I'm going to do a sum up of the HD audio bounty that was launched and was completed, which I think was a record from what Deborah was saying, 11 days. Seems pretty quick, so I'm going to put a little message at the end of this video, okay? Now, first thing I want to talk about really is a series of products that we're working on. These are called the Quick Media Tools, or Media Toolkit for Aros. The first of these you probably have all seen, which is Quick Recorder. That was one that's freely given away. You can get that from my site, and anyone can copy it, put it anywhere they like, and the source code's also available for this. And this is just a simple recorder, so you can record from any audio device. I'm just going to give you a quick before I show you this, actually, you can record in WAV format, RAW format, audio IFF format, MP3 format, FLAC format and OGG format now. New version will be going up shortly. So this is actually quite, I have actually videoed this before, but I'm just going to show this again just so people can see. So we'll pick a, here I've got one here, let's do test 2, and we'll say OGG, okay. So I hit return on that. Now if I click on the monitor button and turn the mic on, obviously you can see now as I talk into it, you've obviously got recording levels, so you can work with your adjust your gain automatically there, so not automatically, manually there. So let's stop that. Right, now I want to record something, so let me see. Mary had a little lamb, her fleece was, anyway, better not go in there because it gets rude at the end. Alright, so stop that. Okay, so we've got that now, and we jump into M Player, and we go and open that. RAM disk, test 2. Had a little lamb, fleece was, well, anyway, better not go in there because it gets rude at the end. Alright, so stop that. Okay, you can hear some popping obviously, but that's because I've got a silly cheap rubbish PC microphone. It's right next to my mouth. So obviously that's mic line input. Now we've got settings here, so if I click on settings you can see I can choose to use where I want it to come from. It's only meant to be a basic recorder. It does stereo obviously, but it's really good. Right, so let's move on to the next one. Now that's the recording, so we can record audio. There is going to be an audio converter tool coming up, more than likely going to be a command line tool, but that will convert between different audio formats. Also there is Ian Gledhill's writing most of these tools, in fact all of them so far, is converting the next program over, the next program you see, which is Quick CDrip. So if I just open this up now, this is something different for us. This is a shareware version, and what it can do is it's obviously for ripping CD-ROMs. So basically, if you don't have the registered version, which is going to be €10 to Ian, I'm not getting any money from this. Yes, I've funded it, but the idea is to create a shareware community for Aros, so that it's worth people writing new software. And then this is new software, this has not been ported. Okay, so you can see I've got my tracks, my CDs in there. This is a bit of Brian Ferry. So the first thing I'll do is I'll show you the settings. So you can see we type in the device, we can select the unit. This is the address for the database and port, and here is file form name. Now this is how it's going to store it, so you can see it's got work, media, music, so you can change this. If you click on the help, it gives you help in how to create that, which is obviously quite useful. Now importantly, now you can see this is ghosted at the moment, but we have here WAV, MP3, RAW, AIFF, FLAC and OGG. The shareware version will not allow you to encode, or you can do very low rate, which MP3s. Okay, I mean the idea is to get you to buy this, but if you try to do FLAC or OGG, it will fail. So I'm just going to cancel that first of all. So I'll show you what. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll show you what will happen if we try to use FLAC. So use. You see, it won't let me do it. Okay, so let's go back into that and we'll change that to MP3. In fact, actually, what I'm going to do is there's no point me showing you this in the unregistered version. Well, no, yes I will, yeah. No, I will show you. So first thing, click on the CDDB button, and this goes to the database. and it gets all the information. So it's got the titles now, and I just want to select one of them to do, and I can press rip. Yep. What have I got this set to? I've got it set to FLAC, that's why. MP3 use. Okay, rip. Now that's going to rip that in MP3 format, but a very, very low quality version. So I'm going to let this go through so you can see this. Okay, encoding, here we go, so that's now nice, it's speeding through the encoding process. Okay, so that's now done that. So if I click on, again, go to MPlayer, and we'll go and find that now, which is in my media music, and it'll be under various. Click on these, Ultimate Collection, Brian Ferry. Oh, there was one already done in there. Right, it's actually, it can hear it, but it's not particularly good quality. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut that down. Now I have actually got the my code here, so if I go and find Opus, I'm just going to rename my code. Let's go to quick CDrip and write my key. Okay, I'm just going to pause and create myself a key. Okay, let's try that again now. I've created my key, so now you can see it's registered to Stephen Jones, and all these functions now appear. So I can now, well, they were there before obviously, but I can select FLAC and I can change the compression method used. So we'll do a use on that. I'll record, well, let's do the CDB. I can't even say it, CDB. Okay, and I just want the second one, and let's say dance away. And we'll rip that one now in FLAC. Okay, so here goes the encoding. This is this is taking a little bit longer than the MP3. Now, as well, some of you probably know, FLAC is much higher quality than MP3, and a lot of people could. I can't. Maybe it's old age, but I can't tell the difference between a good MP3 encoding and higher quality. I can't tell the difference between that and CD. So obviously my hearing's not very good. Maybe I went to too many loud concerts when I was a kid. But we'll see. So yeah, I should have actually timed this one out, so I might well actually, but here we go. Okay, so that's done. So now we can quit. I don't think there's anything else you need to see in there. So if I just shut that down and then run MPlayer again, and we'll go to RAM disk. What am I doing? We'll go to work, and we'll go to my media storage, my music, down to various, Ultimate Collection, and there you go. So you can see roxymusic.flac. Open that up. Okay. Skip forward a bit. Now you'll have to have my word for it. It is. I mean, it sounds brilliant to me. I'm sure other people will be able to tell better. So there you go. So that's it's a weird bug, that, isn't it? That's CD audio rip. Now I do hope that people out there will register this. This will be on Icarus and Broadway. I know that there's a version being written specifically for AMC of this, so that this functionality could be available on AMC with Pascal's products as well. So you'll have that functionality built into there. But I do hope that people will register this version with Ian. As I said, there's just click on the shareware. Either download it or get it in the next Icarus. But thanks very much for that. Thanks for listening.